Hey everybody, Coach Troy here. How you doing? So, last weekend I did another one of the retro gaming swap meets. Retro gaming, video gaming, whatever. I mean, I figure as long as you're not selling the current gen, it's considered retro, right? On a side note, I'm really happy the Switch 2 came out because now I can start collecting Switch games because now they're retro, right? I don't know. Anyway, so we were at Torg Brewery again because, well, so even if I don't happen to sell anything, I still have a great excuse to enjoy some of their delicious beer. They got a killer saison. I would highly recommend. Anyway, yeah, it was a little bit slow this time. You know, it's kind of hit or miss. We've had some really busy ones and some slow ones. I've only done 4, so it's not like I do it all the time or anything. But the 4 that I've done, 2 were very slow, 2 were very busy, and it's one than the other. First was busy, then slow, then busy, then slow, so I have no idea why. But anyway, it gave me time to peruse, which is dangerous because I always want to buy more stuff, but I was careful this time and not get nearly as much as I normally do. In fact, I only got a couple things. First thing is I traded my copy of Culdcept Saga. It's a 360 game that I just can't get into. I tried, I gave it a good shot, but man, I just don't think it's that good of a game. I don't know. Anyway, it has a decent price, like I think $70 is what it's going for. I'm missing the manual in there. So I was missing the manual. So sad. So that drops the price down by, like 500% or something ridiculous. Whatever. It still says $70 on price charting. Not that price charting is the be-all, say-all, but it's definitely influenced a lot of how people are buying. But anyway, I did trade it, and what did I trade it for? A PS2. That's right, a nice PlayStation 2 Slim, which I didn't have. I've got a fat one, and it's been a little wonky lately, so I am excited to have this one. Plus, the big one takes up so much space. This one is just so... What do I have? Yeah, I got the single controller, the adapter. Look at this thing. It's just so nice and tiny. I've never actually owned a Slim. Oh, look at that. Goes right in there. So easy. Actually, the other one was a slide-out tray, and the way I've got my setup, I wonder if this is going to be an issue. I don't think it is. I think I got enough space. So I traded a game I will probably never play for something I will definitely use. I'd say that's a plus. And my other purchase, well, this is my only purchase. This one I purchased. That was a trade. This I bought. It was only $10. Look at that. Still got the sticker on there. $10. Anyway, for a 3DS. Why only $10? Well, because it has this different charger battery setup. He said it's an off-brand thing that was just hooked up on there. Power Pack Plus. So not the original, whatever. But he says it was inconsistent in how it was working. Plus the battery thing is kind of sticky here. Alright, this is what I did. It's sticky. I know I'm going to eventually clean this off with vinegar. Tip, if you've got sticky plastic, vinegar works the best. Don't use alcohol. Don't use the soap and water. Just use vinegar. Plus it smells great, right? I did test it and turn it on, so it does work. I got a copy of Sonic Rush in there. So yes, I did test it out. I got Sonic Rush in there. It does work. So, yay for that. It's just a matter of this battery and getting it to charge. So, got a couple weird prongs in there. Got this here, so I'm going to use a special trick for cleaning this sucker out, making sure it goes. While most games can be cleaned out with alcohol, I figure for this situation, we gotta pull out the big guns, and that is Brasso. And for that, we're just going to put a little bit on here. And just see those connectors, they do look dirty, so there's that right there. So just put some in there, make sure you get in the crevices. A few moments later. Alright, now I did a bunch of cleaning on that. These prongs, whatever, I think these will be okay. Mostly I think this is the part. Now, Brasso does gunk up if you don't clean it out, so what I'm going to do is actually now grab a little bit of the alcohol and give it a good cleaning in there. Get this crap out the way. Make sure you get all that Brasso out of there so it doesn't gunk up. And then, that was the other thing. He didn't have the charging cord, but lucky for me, I picked this up from Savers, actually, for a couple dollars. I knew I would come in handy at some point, and here it is. Alright, we're all plugged in. We're good to go. Moment of truth. Probably helps if I put it the right way. Alright, and... I don't know if we... Oh. Power button. Let's actually turn it on. That might help right there. Alright, and I think that's... Yep. That's the thing right there. Boom. We're charging. We're working. So all we needed was a little bit of a cleaning. And look at that. 10 bucks. And I've got a 3DS, which I have not had before. So, that's both good and bad. It's good because I got an awesome one, 10 bucks for a solid system. Bad news because now I have to buy games for it. I don't have any games for 3DS, so... Now I just have another excuse to waste money. So another gaming swap meet in the books. Again, it was slow, but I didn't make enough money to pay my bar tab, right? That's the important stuff. And I picked up a couple cool things, a PS2 and this 3DS, which I'm excited. But again, now I have to buy games for it. Why do I do this to myself? Anywho, do you think I got a good deal? 10 bucks for this. Do you think Culdcept Saga for the PS2 was a good deal? Am I getting in a little too late in my retro gaming gear and need to focus back on the Atari? What games should I get for the 3DS? And what do you recommend for getting rid of sticky crap on plastic? Thanks for listening. This is Coach Troy. I'll see y'all next time.